Well, just, I mean, look, it's just lumpy. It's just not perfect. It's just no shade. It's just a little bit tougher mentally, and you know, but it's good. It's just a part of what we do and part of our preparation of the team, mentally and physically, and you know, just kind of old school a little bit. You know, that's what we always say: live modern, train old, and that's what we're doing right now. So we'll be out here. We'll either be here or in the stadium the rest of the way.
Coach, you had a chance to look at the film from the scrimmage. What were some of the things that jumped out to you?
Well, kind of what I said the other day. Offensively, got out to a good start. Defensively, wasn't very good, and then it kind of flipped. And I thought the defense settled down. Offense kind of lost their stinger a little bit. You know, defensively, we got a ways to go. Well, ways to go. We got a bunch of guys that are playing hard, but just way too many mistakes. Just not winning football right now. But that's what, like I told you, that's what Saturday was about. Let's stick a thermometer in there. Let's see where we are. Some guys we got to turn the heat up on. Some guys we're right on schedule. Some guys I need to turn it down a little bit. I don't want to overcook it, you know. So that's kind of where we are. Just that I needed to get an assessment, and we did, and we spent, you know, Saturday night and Sunday teaching, a lot of teaching, a lot of correcting, because, you know, guys need to see it. They need to see what they've got to, you know, improve on, and then they got to be coachable. We got to take ownership. So we were so far from winning football Saturday, it's not even funny. Just again, we're repping a lot of guys. We got a few guys here and there that are out, but you know, nowhere near game ready. But effort was fine and all that, but just way too many mistakes. Sloppy football, and so tomorrow is a big day for us. Tomorrow is all situations, you know, some things that we got to make sure we get enough. It's not a long day, but we got a lot of situations to cover. Probably about 35 plays script in with each group, situation stuff to get on tape, live work, and we'll come back tomorrow night with a jog through, and then Wednesday, you know, continue our installation, and then on Thursday have another big scrimmage, and that'll be our last full, you know, all-out scrimmage. So it's a big week for us. We got a lot of installation that we got to continue to get in, things, you know, for the big picture, but we need to get better. We got to grow our team this week, and we got to get into this next scrimmage, and then we got to start making a few decisions. And then Friday, we'll come in here and kind of lighten the load a little bit, and then we'll give them Saturday and Sunday. Everybody just rest, recover, recharge. Come in here Monday, and it's game prep time. So it's a big week, big week.
How's Xavier Thomas been in camp, and is there any separation with those five defensive ends?
No, not really. They're all just kind of, they're all doing some things really well, and they're all doing, you know, other things not so well. So, you know, I do like the group. It's a really good group, and right now our strengths and numbers, you know. But nobody's just taken and said, "Hey, I'm the guy," you know. And so that's just, but they're young. That's just where we are. We got a lot to do, and some of it may go to games. You know, I mean, I would say right now all five of those guys will play. There's no doubt all five are gonna play on game day, and it may take the games before we really kind of see some separation, but. You know, just too many mistakes. We're just not complete. You know, some guy, okay, this guy's pass rushing good, but he's not playing good on first down. You know, we need complete players, and so we're not a complete package there right now. Again, like the guys, like what we got, but we got to get better. And same thing inside. Same thing. We're not anywhere near where we need to be a championship caliber team up front right now.
You said one of the things you want to see from Trevor is using his legs more to extend plays, to pass the ball downfield. Have you seen that? Did you see it on Saturday?
Oh yeah, yeah. He's fast, man. He's fat. He's bigger, stronger, faster, for sure. And he's done a nice job. He's got a good feel in the pocket. He's dangerous when he you know, scrambles a little bit. He's and we've worked hard on that. That's one thing that we've really put a big emphasis on in camp was our scramble drill. And really challenging our receivers, our backs, our tight ends, you know, what happens in a scramble situation, because sometimes that's where your biggest plays come. And when you got a guy like Trevor who can make any throw on the field, that is a problem. And so So we've got to be able to take advantage of some of those opportunities when they present themselves, and he's done a nice job to this point.
Starting to see any separation at tight end? There's some guys, 2 or 3 that you think we can go one with?
Yeah, JC right now is clearly, you know, our guy. He's veteran. He's done a nice job. He really has. He graded well the other day. Had one big catch on 3rd down. It was a nice big 3rd down conversion, and he's been steady. The next guy right now is Luke Price. Luke is he's tough, man. Y'all remember Phillip? He's a lot like his brother. He's just a winner, you know. He's a guy that's just gotten better and better. And we moved him in the spring, so he's worked hard since the spring. But he's strong. He's one of the strongest kids we got on the team, and he's done a nice job. So he's really settled in nicely. J.L. Banks is another guy. He's kind of a niche guy, but definitely brings a few things to the table. And then we just got Jalen back today. So Jalen was in green today, so I'm hopeful they'll let him get back in the scrimmage tomorrow. But he's much improved, but he missed the scrimmage the other day, you know, so but he's coming. And then we're all kind of keeping our fingers crossed that when Davis is put back into practice that he's mentally, you know, able to function, because I think physically he's a guy that could be a factor when we do get him back. But JC's really done a nice job. He's trying to lead. He's working hard. He's been very coachable. He's caught the ball well. So you know, they've been solid.
With a young defensive front, it's nice to have a secondary that you said could be the best.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No doubt. We're gonna, you know, it's a situation where we might have to create some pressure, and so when you have to create pressure, you got to be able to cover. So I like the guys that we have. You know, I don't think we can just sit there in a 4-man front, you know, right out of the gate and just create pressure. We had the luxury of that, so we might have to do a few more things with some zone pressures and also some blitzes. And when you do that, you got to be able to cover long enough to help those guys get there. So I love our guys. I'm very confident in the guys on the back. I mean, love our safeties. I mean, I think we got 4 ballers at safety. I love the 4 guys we got, and I really like the corner group. And DK hadn't even been out here. They ran him hard today, so hopefully maybe he'll be able to, if he's not out there tomorrow, be back in the scrimmage on Thursday. But so he hadn't even been out here the last several days. So I love that group. I mean, they're all getting better. We're not consistent enough. I'd say the same thing about that DN group. You know, we're making too many mistakes with our eyes and sometimes with our alignments, but they're coming. And they've got the right mindset at corner. I really like what I'm seeing there. So I think on the back end, we got a lot to work with. Some of those young guys are really coming on nicely, giving us some more depth. When it's all said and done, I think we'll be fine. We got to get Jake back. Not having Jake out here and not having Balin out here has I think limited us a little bit, because you know, Jake's a baller. Jake can play, man. He's going to be a factor for us. And same with Balin. And both of them have had some hamstrings, so they're close. So if they're not out there tomorrow, I think both will be back Thursday as well, and that's going to help us. Now the flip side of that is we've been able to get some of them young guys a lot of work, and that's been a positive. But Mike Jones has done a nice job, and we got a good group.
Do you have any of those true freshmen that you think, yeah, they will wear the red shirt?
Ngata, for sure. For sure. Yeah, we got a few. You know, that's one of the things we got to make some decisions on. You know, Frank's another guy that, even though he's out for a couple of weeks, but he'll be back, and he's definitely a guy that has shown he can help us win. But we got a bunch of guys. You know, it's a big week. Get through this scrimmage, and then kind of see where they are mentally and physically, and then we'll start making some decisions. That, you know, guys that are definitely going to play, guys that are definitely, you know, going to try to hold, and then guys that are kind of on the bubble, we got to still figure out. So that's kind of how we go about it. And I kind of do it myself, and then we kind of meet, and I like to see where we all are, if we're all on the same page and how we're thinking. And then, you know, nowadays with the redshirt rule, I mean, they're all going to play. So they're all going to play. They're all going to play at least four games. So that's a real positive, and something that I think will benefit this team, because some of those guys last year did get some, you know, they're not going to be overwhelmed first time they run in a game because they have done it before.
Right.
So I think that will help us when it comes game time, as opposed to just a typical guy that hadn't gotten a game yet. It's been a while since he's played. So I love that rule, and so they'll all play at some point, at least 4 games. You know, or even if it's just getting them in on a special team here or there. You know, I thought we did a good job of managing that last year, and something we'll try to do again this year.
With
Tyler
these,
Davis one of those
scrimmages,
guys?
Yeah, Tyler will definitely play, no doubt.
with these scrimmages, as you mentioned, y'all don't get any preseason games. I guess, how do you ensure that these 2 scrimmages are enough to have you guys ready?
Well, that's just all you got. It's all you can do, you know. I mean, we try to, now we, just like today, I mean, we did some end of the game, milk the clock type of stuff live. We did some team pass. I mean, so we mix it in little pockets in practice.